Good morning, students. After a long time, after 5 or 6 days, after exams also, we are meeting now. We lastly studied differentiation of implicit function. That was long time gone past for that. So just I want to do two questions of the exercise of same kind so that you can recall all the knowledge what I gave you in last section. So exercise 5.3 we were discussing, and we want to take one of the question, like I'm just taking here the seventh question of the exercise. Question is sin square y plus cos xy is equal to k. This is a question, and we want to find, upside I'm writing find dy by dx. So first let me clear one thing, that why it is implicit function. What is the definition of implicit function? Whenever you get y is equal to something in the form of x clearly, it is explicit function, where dy by dx can be easily find out. But in the case when y cannot be find out clear value in the form of x, y is equal to, it is not clear x, meaning you cannot find the value of y in the form of x clearly. In that case only it is called implicit function. Y mixed here with the x, y mixed here with the x. This is complicated equation where y cannot be find out easily. So we want to find the value of dy by dx. So how it is so? Let's go through this. First you have to write differentiate to equation with respect to x, and then simple writing is dy by dx of sin square y plus dy dx, because it is a plus sign there, so I separated dy by dx and dy by dx of k. What about that? So let me speak frankly here. We have a three function here. You should recall the knowledge of a differentiation of a function by the chain rule. So three function here. First power, second sin y, third y. If you still not getting, okay, let me clear one thing. Sin y whole square. Now look at first function 2 power, second sin, third y. Same is here. Actually both are same. And let me take how to differentiate that. First, the form of power. Power will come front, 1 will decrease in power. So 2 will come front, sin y, 1 will decrease. Now again differentiate will happen of sin y. This is of power and then sin y. Okay. What about here? D by dx of cos xy. So we have two functions, first cos and second xy. So what about the differential of cos? It's a minus sign. It's a minus sin xy and d by dx of again xy. First happened of cos and second xy. What about k? K have a differentiation 0 because it is constant value. What about here? 2 sin y d by dx of sin meaning cos y, and y will again differentiate. So whenever y comes, you have to do the final differentiation of y, because y is a function of x and we don't know recently the value of y. So dy by dx, sin y will be cos y, and then y having a differentiation by the chain rule, dy by dx minus sin xy. Very interesting portion coming here. What student used to do normally here, they think that d by dx of x is 1 and y is dy by dx. So they only write dy by dx, which is completely false, which is incorrect, wrong. Why it is so? Because it is not a single function, it's a two function, which is the multiplication. And d by dx of x into y, meaning we will deal here the multiplication formula. By multiplication formula, first function as it is, differentiation of y is dy by dx. second function is same, and differentiation of x is 1. So I simply write here 1, like first function x, differentiation of second dy by dx, second function y, and differentiation of x is 1. And lastly 2 sine y cos y, you can write this by the formula sine 2 theta. You know the formula sine 2 theta, you know the formula sine 2 theta. Sine 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cos theta. By this formula 2 sine theta cos theta, you can write that sine 2 theta, sine 2y, and dy by dx as it is. You multiply to that inside because you want to find the value of dy by dx. So you multiply these two, x into sine xy dy by dx minus and plus minus, and these two will y into sine xy is equal to 0. Now search out these two terms having a dy by dx, which should be taken out common. So okay, I take out common dy by dx. What remaining now? Sine 2y here, x sine xy here, and about this transfer that side only, y into sine xy, and nothing nothing remaining now. Just want to find the dy by dx, which will be equal to y sine xy upon this whole will come in denominator, sine 2y minus x sine xy. This is an answer. So it's nothing hard, it's just on a practice. You can also make by yourself. One more question we want to discuss. No matter. Sine, last question of the exercise, 8th one. It's a sine square x plus sine square y is equal to 1. This is a question. Sine square x plus sine square y is equal to 1. It is again a implicit function because it is a y, and we cannot find the value of y in the form of x right now. So it is implicit function. So how to differentiate? Only we will write differentiate with respect to x, and then d by dx of sine square x, d by dx of sine square y, d by dx of 1. How I can write like this? Because it is a plus sign, so we can separate to dy by dx in all the way. Like d by dx of first question is d by dx of how to do sine square x. You don't get confused. We did recently d by dx of sine square y. Same as I will do here. How many functions we have? This time 2 function because it is x. So first power will handle and then sine x. But here it is a 3 function. First power will handle, then second sine y, and third is y. Like first power, second sine, third y. Like that. Okay. So how to do this? Power will come front, 1 will decrease from the power, 2 will be getting 1, and then differentiate of sine x will remaining. Sometimes student could not understand that term only, but I just want to speak something. If you not getting properly, write sine square x as sine x whole square. Now you can get it. First power will come front, sine x to the power 1, and again differentiation of sine x. Same I wrote here, so don't get confused about that. Plus same I'll write here, 2 will come front, 1 will decrease from the power, d by dx of what will remaining? Sine, and 1 is definitely is equal to 0. So this is till here. Now what about now next? Sine x, d by dx of sine x is cos x. What about here? We have a sine and then y. Sine y have a differentiation cos y, and again of y is dy by dx is equal to 0. So it's a pleasure thing that only dy by dx is single. So we can keep one more step I want to do here. Look at 2 sine x cos x. I right now told you the formula. It is sine 2x. 2 sine y cos y sine 2y dy by dx is equal to 0. We want to find the value of dy by dx, so that I will keep dy by dx term here and then transfer to the sine 2x. And lastly, I want to find the value of dy by dx, which is equal to sine 2y upon the sine 2x. Sine 2x upon sine 2y. This will be transferred downside, and that's an answer of your question. So it is simple. Just by the revision concern, I have told you these two questions so that now you can recall your knowledge and please complete all the rest questions. So we have just in exercise 5.3 we have 8 question. So 3 or 4 I have already made, and now rest it's your job. Now the next concept is differentiation by trigonometry substitution. That's a topic. It's very interesting it is. So how to start that topic? Before that, you have to concern about some formulas which is very essential. Sin 2 theta, cos 2 theta, tan 2 theta, sin 3 theta, cos 3 theta, and tan 3 theta. Initially, these laws will help you to make this question. Initially, these laws will help you to make or treat this question. So, what will be the meaning of trigonometric substitution? How question can be done? So, this all formula it will help you. Sin 2 theta having actually two formulas. First is 2 sin theta cos theta, which I am not writing. I am writing only in the form of tan. 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. It is in the form of tan. We have a first is 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Else are important also. Cos 2 theta having more formulas, which is 1 minus 2 sin square theta and 2 cos square theta minus 1. This is also okay, no matter. Tan 2 theta having a single formula which is important, 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. Sin 3 theta having a single formula, 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. Cos 3 theta having single formula, 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. And tan 3 theta having a formula, 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta square theta 1 minus 3 tan square theta. So these all the laws from sin 2 theta to tan, cos 2 theta having actually 4 formulas, but which are important, 3 I have written here, which actually help to do this kind of question, so that I have stated, I have mentioned all these formulas here. By looking that, by watching that, by viewing that, you can do the questions. So what is actually meaning here? It's a differentiation by trigonometric substitution. So we have to substitute some trigonometric function in the question. And what is the motto behind it? What is the reason behind it? I will tell you. First, this particular kind of question will come for inverse trigonometric function. Inverse trigonometric function. So that will be very good to you, because in the trigonometric inverse trigonometry you couldn't study it all well, because the portion that already had been removed from a syllabus. That time we came to know, so that we left all the study there. This time we have to go through this, because it is essential now. Trigonometric substitution, differentiation by trigonometric substitution. How to do this question? Let me complete first from my side only. That I just want to take a question. That question number 9 says, find the dy by dx, and question is y is equal to sine inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. So hope if I'm not wrong, that you haven't studied the differentiation of inverse function till now. So okay, I just let me first tell you that what is the differentiation of inverse function, because it was the topic till now not open here. So that I just want to tell you first the differentiation of inverse function. Then I will come on that topic particular. In quick manner I will tell you, no matter at all. Look at here. Here we'll first find differentiation of inverse function. First I'll tell you differentiation of inverse function. Then I'll come on the same topic. Same topic. So differentiation of inverse function, what they are? Till now we found d by dx of sine x. Okay, we know it is cos x. Then after cos x minus sin x and so on. We already have seen the differentiation of this kind of a trigonometric function. Now we will see what is the differentiation of sine inverse x, what is the differentiation of cos inverse x, and so on. So look at this very important time to study. First I take y is equal to sine inverse x. We want to find the dy by dx. So what I will do? First, do transfer sine inverse in this side. You know that sine 1 will transfer this side, it will get sine y. Nothing hard, it is very easy to one and all. Sine inverse will transfer that side only, so I have written only sine y. It doesn't come in denominator, you know, it's a function. It's an operator actually. So sine inverse will get sine y is equal to x. Now differentiate both sides with respect to x. Sine y d by dx of x. Very simple. Now what about here? It's a two function, sine and y. So sine y will change as a cos y dy by dx. You know, sine y meaning cos y, and y will again differentiate. And d by dx x is 1. d by dx x is 1. And then what you want to find out, dy by dx, which is coming 1 by cos y. 1 by cos y. One can write sec y, but I do not. I won't write, but I am going to tell you one more important thing. The answer came in the form of y. I want my answer in the form of x. So this will help me. This will help me. Look at it. It is sine y and it is cos y. So I turn to cos y in the form of sine y. How it is? Cos y, I will write 1 minus sine square y. You know, in initial view it seems tough, but it is not so. 1 minus sine square y is cos square y, and cos square y in under where it will come out, it will get cos y. And why I have written? Because I wanted to put the value of sine y, which is x. So you can put here sine y is equal to x, it is x squared. So ultimately what you got? 1 by 1 minus x squared in over root. So finally I would say that d by dx of sine inverse x, you have got 1 upon 1 minus x squared. This is the formula. Now keep remember now onward. And what is the difference between those cos inverse x and sin inverse x? What is the actually change in the formula? Look at in quick manner. Suppose it comes and you want to find the differentiation of cos inverse x. You do transfer cos y is equal to x. Then differentiate both sides with respect to x, d by dx of x. Cos y will be minus sin y. Again will be dy by dx, and it is 1. Now dy by dx will be same going on. dy by dx equal to minus 1 upon sin y. So you have a cos y is equal to x, which is first equation suppose. So you will definitely turn to sin y in the form of cos y by writing 1 minus cos square y. 1 minus cos square theta equal to sin square theta will be sin theta. So lastly I would change the cos y is equal to x. So finally I want to write the formula for you guys, that d by dx of cos inverse x will be minus 1 upon 1 minus x square. Now keep our knowledge to you that this is positive, this is only negative, same answer. So for sin inverse x and cos inverse x is very good symmetry. Similarly we have a symmetry with the tan inverse x and cot inverse x, meaning if you know the formula of tan inverse x, just by using minus sign after it you can find the differentiation of cot inverse x, and similarly with the sec inverse x and cosec inverse x. Okay, so let me first erase all, and I will tell you the next formula. Which is y is equal to tan inverse x, and now it's one of the simple thing that cot inverse x will not be needed here to do, because it just with a minus sign it will come the answer. So first I'll transfer to tan in that side, it will be x only. will differentiate definitely both sides. dy dx of x. What is tan y? Now we have a differential of tan is sec square y, and y will be dy by dx again, and x will be 1. So lastly dy by dx will be 1 upon sec square y. So this will help you to do this question. So frankly I would speak one thing, that sec square y can be written 1 plus tan square y. It is simple in identity of class 10th. 1 plus tan square y equals sec square y, and write tan y is equal to x, it will be 1 plus x square. So this is the differentiation of tan inverse x is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square. One should not confuse that dy by dx of. Similarly, cot inverse x will be minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. Keep remember, they are very important now, because it's also one of the function. Till now we remember the differentiation of sin x to cosec x and so on, but this time sin inverse x to cot inverse x also they are important. So this is a formula. Now last formula I am telling you here only, that y is equal to sec inverse x, and definitely cosec inverse x will be same with a minus sign. So sec of y is equal to x will be there, d by dx of sec y is equal to d by dx of x. Sec y will have a differentiation sec y tan y, and differentiation of y is dy by dx is equal to 1. So dy by dx will be 1 upon whole sec y, and tan y will come. You have your friend sec y is equal to x. So sec y will be x, but tan y you have to change in sec, because sec y we have substitution of sec y which is x. So sec y will be x no matter, but tan y you have to write sec square y minus 1. It is not again a that special thing already I have studied in class 10th. Sec square y minus 1 equal to tan square y. When tan square y will come out, it will be tan y. So intentionally I have changed, because sec y is equal to x. So everywhere now you write x and x square minus 1. So this is a formula of d by dx of sec inverse x is equal to 1 upon x into x square minus 1. This is very important formula again have come, and now one can easily predict the value of differentiation of cosec inverse x, which will be minus 1 upon same. So nothing special I have done. So keep remember now the formulas till all 6 formulas I have written here. So I don't think that I could start the new concept today, but beside it I would simply tell you one more important thing, which is actually gonna be important for this tomorrow's study. So look at them. I tell you, look at them. So what important thing I am telling you? As function of function treated for simple trigonometric function, for inverse trigonometric function also it will be same. Like what I am telling you. Suppose you know d by dx of sine 2x, what will happen? You know it's a chain law. First will be sine and second will be 2x. You know that how to do it. First will happen sine will be cos 2x. And then again d by dx of what comes? 2x. That is a very simple phenomenon. You know it all. Instead of all sine, if sine inverse comes, like d by dx of sine inverse 2x comes, so you don't worry about it. It is again counting as a function of function, as a 2 function. Because sine inverse you have knowledge, but it is not x, it is 2x, and whenever the change in x comes, definitely it is called a composite function or function of function. So it is a sine inverse and then 2x, so it's a function of function. So you have to go first for the sine inverse and then second 2x. So what is the differentiation of sine inverse? It's a 1 upon, you know the formula, d by dx of sine inverse x is equal to 1 upon 1 minus x square. What will come here? What will come here? It was x. So it is coming x square. But it is not x, it is 2x. So okay, no matter. Instead of x, only 2x will be there. Meaning 1 upon 1 minus 2x square. Look at 2x square. It is not enough. You have to go with differentiation of 2x again, because already we came to know it is a function of function. Using chain law we will do this, and then first it will be sine inverse and then 2x. So very simple that is. Now the rest thing you can do it by yourself. It is a 4x square and 2x having a differentiation 2, because differentiation of x is 1. Similar one question I want to make, just last question from my side only. Suppose it is coming sine inverse of tan x. So how to do this? No matter. First it will be sine inverse and then second tan x. So how it will be done? Sine inverse having differentiation 1 upon 1 minus, don't write x because it is not x, it is tan x. So it is tan square x. 1 upon 1 minus x square and then again differentiation of tan x. You know that what will happen, d by dx of tan x is sec square x. D by dx of tan x is sec square x and upon 1 minus tan square x will be same. So this is an answer. So hope today's lecture will help you. Just try to make by your own some inverse trigonometric function of a functional function and do the differentiation of that. Do the differentiation of these functions. I think it will be in your habit. Tomorrow we will discuss the same thing which I was about to tell you today, but it was also necessary, so that I have told you first, and then we will discuss it later tomorrow. Thank you.